Alright guys, so I hope you're doing fine as always. Today I'm making a new video about this 3R short setup on TOSHI USDT that I took. I did record my chart live when I was looking for a setup, so without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Alright guys, so now for the actual TA part of the video. I'm here on the TOSHI chart on the 1 hour time frame. I did already have my yellow line here. This is just at the liquidity zone, so we can see right here we have this bounce, so there's quite some, or we can assume there's quite some liquidity buildup beneath it or underneath it. So that's what this yellow line is for. So let's play the video. So first I'm taking my fib from our very low to the very high. What can we see here? We pretty much bounced into our 618 to the 6.5, the golden pocket. We kind of broke it, but it's just a wick, so we can say it got respected in brackets. We bounced a bit, so that's good to know, but not that big of a deal. We're going to check our fib now from our high to our low. Here we can see we're on the 382 level, and we pretty much bounced from there as well. So that's just the fib levels. What's the main thing right here that we see? Again, similar to other trades that we shared on this channel, is there's no more unrecovered vector candles to the top side. You can see there's no red or purple unrecovered vector candles anymore to the top side. We only see green vector candles to the downside. So we know there's not really a reason anymore to go up, besides some type of liquidity at these zones, but from a market maker's perspective, really not that much reasoning to go up anymore. So with that in mind, we know already we want to look for a short setup. I'm checking my fibs here again from this low to the local high. We can see we bounced perfectly into the golden pocket right here. So that's also good to know. But main idea behind the short is no vector candles. Also, on the 15-minute time frame, there's no red or purple unrecovered vector candles anymore. So even on the 15-minute time frame, there's no reason for prices to go up. Let's play the video a little bit here. This is what I'm checking right here. And now on the 5-minute time frame, similar here, no more red or purple unrecovered vector candles anymore. We did have this red one, but got recovered here perfectly with the green one, and we saw the reaction from it. So it's quite a comfortable decision to say we're going for a short trade right here. So after I saw that this vector candle got recovered and we had this instant reaction, I kinda knew this is the bouncing point to go down. So we had to look for an entry, but we couldn't put our entry too high. As we know, we might possibly already missed the perfect entry for this move down. So we're just going to look for a new setup or another entry point that makes sense for us to target the move down into vector candles or liquidity zone. So first off here, I'm thinking to target these vector candles, but seeing the price movement and the stop loss. So we just gotta make sense of it. So we will change this in a little bit again. So I went to the higher time frames, and first we go for the stop loss here. So the TP, first initial idea was to target these vector candles, but looking on the higher time frames, we see we need quite a high stop loss to be sure, as I want it to be above this wicks right here, as this can be local liquidity. So I want my stop loss to be above these wicks, so I need to make this trade worth my while and worth my time. So I don't want to have this, what was it? 1.8 risk to reward trade set up right here. So we're looking for a steeper TP target or even 1.5 R trade. So I decided to look for a target of this bottom side liquidity on the yellow line that we had charted out already. Also knowing this is a green vector candle right here, so it's not that weird of an idea to look for the liquidity to the downside. So knowing I want my stop loss quite high, let's play the video out. So I need to put my entry a little bit higher as well. So we're kinda in an area already that makes quite a lot of sense to have an entry at, because we're still making this 3R setup. So we have a good stop loss, we have a good TP. Price is pretty much at a level which I'm happy for an entry level. So I did decide here to go for the 3R. I might even have marketed in, I'm not quite sure, but I think it was just a set limit. But when I got to Bybit, price was already back down to the entry level. Just playing around a bit, but entry level around this 4571 area. Don't care if price are pushing right through. So entry level around this zone. I did decide to enter with a market order right here, as price was pretty much at the level that made sense to go for the short, which is around this 3R area. So this is a prime example of a market order trade, which has a little bit higher fees, but okay, they're peanuts in comparison to the rest of the trade, so it doesn't matter too much. There's a lot of people that make a big deal out of market orders, but so be it. If price is at the area that you have charted out, why not? Alright, so now we can have a quick look at this trade in hindsight. So first of all, the screenshot of the trade. So my entry level was 1.4574, 1.4574. This was a market order setup. I think in the setup, or the live setup, the entry was set at 7.1, but with the market order we went to 7.4. Exit price at 0.9338, 0.9338, resulting into a 395.26 ROI trade on 10x leverage. Most importantly for us, it's a 3.02R trading setup. So now what can we see about this trade in hindsight? So we kind of pretty much bounced perfectly off this level. This is the 1 hour time frame still, as this trade took quite a while to fill. Let's have a quick look on the smaller time frame. So maybe on the 5-minute time frame where we at the setup at. So we see we kind of perfectly bounced off this entry. As we said in the setup, there was no vector to the top side, so it didn't make sense for them to go up anymore. So from there we instantly went down, recovered these vector candles right here, recovered eventually this one right here. We cleaned out the liquidity, have swept here. We might even be recovering this one, so we're already in this vector candle area right here. So yeah, they're really going to the bottom side of the vector candle recoveries. I think also there was a tweet that one of the early investors pulled out of this coin or something. Don't fully remember, it's a meme coin, it's a shit coin, so always be careful trading those. I prefer shorting these type of coins, so that's just my personal preference. But in hindsight, there's not too much to tell about this trade besides that it perfectly played out. No vectors to the top side, no reasoning to go up. Taking the liquidity to the downside, even recovering even more vectors to the downside. So yeah, that's pretty much everything to this trade. As always, if there are any more questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section or on the Discord server, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care. See ya. Bye bye.